It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Today we're going to be talking about Lotto. She's under a little bit of criticism right now. She just previewed a new song with an upcoming rapper by the name of Anycia, and some fans took to Twitter to let her know that they are not satisfied, they are not happy, and they're tired of Lotto working with unknown upcoming rappers that nobody seems to know. And I think part of it is because these artists just ain't that good. I think if they were good, people would be happy to hear them. But let's get into the story. Let's get into everything that led up to this moment. And then we're going to get into a little bit of history to let y'all understand why Lotto working with these relatively unknown rappers is actually a big deal, even if we don't necessarily like the output. So boom, we got this Twitter fan who got Lotto's name in her, her actual handle, Lotto's Dice. She says, Lotto, girl, we love you, but you need to stop doing collabs with these unknown artists. Enough is enough. As fans, we want to see you win, and this will get you nowhere. And a Lotto feature is losing its value. No more baby drills, Lil Tylers, and whoever this is. Next era, please. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of agree with Lotto's Dice. No Lil Tyler slander will be tolerated, though. I rock with Youngin. Lotto then comes up to clear it up. She says, y'all be getting beside yourself. Shouted from the south side, and she hard AF. I don't care about all that. I was an unknown artist, quote unquote, before, and MFs acted too big for me. Stream when we drop. Okay? So Lotto came in, took the high road. She said, no, I'm not going to stop working with these artists. If you don't like it, that's on you, but I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. Not mad at her for that, you know what I'm saying? And she made an excellent point. She said when she was an unknown artist, there were people that acted like they were too big to work with her. It's always that double-edged sword with the music industry. There's that side where you know what it's like when you were coming up and you wanted to get features from people. You know, some people might have acknowledged your talent, but they understood that you didn't have the budget to pay them. So they like, yo, I can't even do it because I end up taking your whole budget. There's some people that will look out for artists without no money exchange, just like this is going to help you launch your career. I fucks with you, so this is what we're going to do. There's not a lot of people that are out there doing that. However, that's the whole point of Lotto taking this stance, is because she wants to see the next generation of artists have it a little bit easier, even if she can only contribute in small ways, right? She's not in a position to sign nobody. She's not in a position to put nobody on TV or anything like that. She's not a show producer. At this, I won't say early stage of her career because she's been around for so long, but this early stage of her actual stardom, there's only so much that she can do. She's got to get her own footing. So one of the main things that she can do is work with people to help them get their spotlight up. And it's a wonder that her label is even allowing her to do these things, right? Because as an artist like Lotto, who's on the Billboard charts, who's selling records, who's getting big features from Cardi B and all these different types of people, Wayne, Kodak Black, Childish Gambino, like her album was stacked. So she understands that all of those people had to work with her, and she was relatively new to the spotlight. People had known about her for years, but she wasn't being hoisted up. So for her to work with a Baby Drill, a Lil Tyler, and Anycia, and her label is down with that, that to me is a major indication that they're supporting whatever it is that she wants to do at this point. Because a lot of times, if you're a mainstream artist and you're signed to a big label and you want to go work with an independent act or an act that hasn't broken yet, you'll go in the studio, you'll spend all this time with that person. You might even develop some sort of friendship, kinship, or something like that. And by the time you try to put it out, and I'm saying you as in the upcoming artist, by the time you try to put it out, you start trying to go to the label, try to get the managers and everybody like, hey, I need y'all to clear this record. Motherfuckers is hitting your line like, I'm sorry, man, the label's not clearing it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to see if we can circle back, whatever. What we can do is put you in a music video, let you do a cameo. You know what I'm saying? We might look out for you next time we come to your city on tour, let you open up for the artist. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all can perform the record or something like that just to let people know that y'all are locked in, but the label's not clearing it. We're sorry. And at that point, their hands are tied, right? So the fact that these songs are actually coming out, some of these songs are even records that Lotto's putting out through her own channels, meaning that she's putting the record out featuring such and such artists. She's kind of calling some shots. I'm not saying she has the most power in the building, but she's exercising whatever creative control that she does have. Now, we're also going to get into records that introduced other artists, because there's a lot of artists in hip hop that we would not know, we would not have as much reverence for had they not been introduced to a feature with a bigger artist. If people kept this same energy and was like, stop working with unknown artists, there's a lot of people that would have never got their moment. One of the main things is we know Drake has been notorious for breaking new artists over the course of the last 10 to 12 years. He been doing this shit endlessly. There's at least one artist for every year of Drake coming out that he helped either blow up or propel to the next level. Let's not forget Future. Let's not forget Migos. Let's not forget I Love McConan, Lil Baby. 21 Savage was at a certain level before he started working with Drake. He catapulted into becoming a mainstream act. He was like a mixtape rapper. Mixtapes phased out. He wasn't really hitting like that. He had a couple records, but Drake took him to the next. A$AP Rocky, if he had not had fucking Problems on that first debut album, there was no other real hits, right? Peso was like the underground joint that blew him up, but fucking Problems was everywhere. Kendrick Lamar on that same token. A lot of people were hearing Kendrick Lamar on the underground through the mixtapes, through the EPs he was putting out. On the West Coast, they were already giving him love. We heard him on Buried Alive on Drake's album. Gave him a solo appearance where he could just rap and do whatever the fuck he wanted for like 2-3 minutes straight. The Game gave Kendrick Lamar the same opportunity on The City, right? A feature that they did together, and let that nigga just rap for like 50 bars. Without these moments in Kendrick Lamar's anthology, like those were the iconic moments that made people go, who the fuck is that guy? Drake introduced us to The Weeknd, Block Boy JB, Young Blue. I wouldn't say Rick Ross, but he definitely took Rick Ross to another level in the middle of his career where he was kind of at a standstill. Fetty Wap, YG, Bitch Who Do You Love? Sampha. Y'all remember Sampha? Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. Like nobody really knew who was on that. But once people found out, Sampha became an international touring artist. He's not a mainstream artist, but he's eating for the rest of his life off this shit. Same thing with Giveon. Same thing with Tim's. You got the Future and Drake record sampling Tim's. Blew her the fuck up. Now, of course, Lotto does not have the same firepower, does not have the same, the same effect as a Drake. However, to an upcoming artist getting to work with Lotto, in their eyes, it's the same, because it's like, this could be the first person in the industry that actually gives me a cosign. First person in the industry to make my work go from invalid to valid overnight. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas talking about. You can say I'm whack. Y'all can say I suck. Y'all can say she shouldn't have did it. I don't give a fuck. She did. And this is going to change my life. Motherfucker might go from 10,000 monthly plays on Spotify to about 300,000, 500,000. That directly affects their checks, that directly affects their ability to get booked to do tours. And they're not going to be doing tours necessarily, but going from city to city, state to state, getting dates. This is going to give them an opportunity to get a spotlight to where endorsements may come, maybe small time endorsements. They might get a Fashion Nova thing or something. You know what I mean? You just never know, but it's money in the pocket, free gear, free promotion. Why not, right? But had that person not had a Lotto feature, they might not be considered. So you got to look at it from both sides of the coin. Now, like I said, you may not like the product. I didn't care for Baby Drill. I heard the Anycia record. I was like, I'm going to stay silent. Won't be playing that one. But I fucks with you. Just is what it is, man. I think 2024, Lotto's going to probably be dropping some more solo records. I think she's going to get back on her shit. So for anybody that's looking forward to her specifically, y'all might just have to wait through the holidays. Let her get through her feature run with these younger artists. Like I said, no Lil Tyler slander will be tolerated. He's somebody who blew himself up. He worked his own way into the spotlight. That nigga didn't have no recording studio to go to. He recorded his own music of himself, mixed his own shit using his cell phone on goddamn BandLab, and got himself discovered online. I will not take nothing away from that young man. He did his shit. I may not listen to his music, but I support his movement. Even if you dig deeper, if you go back into the history of hip hop, there's a lot of people that got introduced to us through doing features. We would not know who Nas is had he never featured on Live at the Barbecue main source. We would have never seen Redman had he never appeared with EPMD. We going a little bit beyond some of y'all scope. This goes further back than you might think or want to think about. But it is what it is. Jay-Z introduced through the Fushnikins. He wasn't even at his apex yet. He hadn't really found what made him unique at that point, right? But somebody allowed him to get featured. Big Daddy Kane and them, you know what I'm saying? They saw something in him to where he kept getting featured. Original Flavor. He was just getting featured every year from like 87 to 89 to 91 to 94. They kept featuring him. They kept him inspired enough to go back to the studio every now and then until 96 when he finally put out a solo album. So artists do get discovered through features. It's a big part. It's a rite of passage in hip hop. Most of us would have never known who Currency is had he not been featured with Lil Wayne. Where the cash at? Currency was not in his top form at that time, but there's a lot of people that continued to follow his career as he made his way out of Young Money and became his own person. Big Pun was first featured on a Fat Joe album before he actually signed him. You know what I'm saying? It was the interest of people around that was like, yo, who's that dude on that Fat Joe song? And Joe was like, oh, hell no. You sign this paperwork, nigga. We gonna blow you up. I'm not finna let no industry niggas come snatch you up off my album. The fucking Super Cat song that introduced Biggie, you know what I'm saying, in the Party and Bullshit era. Y'all really want to talk or not? Flavor in Your Ear? That was a Craig Mack song introducing Biggie, the remix. So although I understand people's frustration, I think just look at it from an overall spectrum. Understand the history of hip hop. Understand that this is her way of giving back because she doesn't have a lot to give at this point. She did some charity recently, you know what I'm saying, in the South Side, giving out food, shelter, clothing, shoes, shit like that. Fire. But at the end of the day, if you don't like the record, just don't play it. As much as I like the It's a Party remix thing that she did, I don't like Baby Drill, so I don't play the song. Doesn't hurt me, doesn't hurt her. And before I go, I do also want to acknowledge I understand how Anycia feels, right? Because Anycia actually came out and was like, damn, I can't believe so many people are mad at me for doing a song with Lotto. That's fucked up. Right? Because she's an artist that nobody knows. And for you to be introduced to the world or to be introduced in a manner where people say, get them the fuck out of here, I know that doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? I empathize with it. I don't sympathize with it because if you're trash, you're trash. Hip hop might not be your calling. If it turns out to be a hit, make sure whatever money you get, you might want to invest that shit. Okay? I don't know if you want to go find Pinky Cole and try to see if you could get her to invest into your company. You know what I mean? You want to put some money in a slutty vegan stock? You want to put some money in Coca-Cola, Walmart or some shit? Solidify your future because rapping might not be in it. You feel me? But I understand your frustration and like, damn, why y'all got to shit on me? I get it. Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. I will see y'all on the next one, all right? As the year winds down again, like I said the other day, be sure to play the new album, Southside Nolan. Pull it up on all streaming platforms. The link's down below for you to get it. If you would like to support the project financially, you can go on Even and put forth a donation of any value that you want to support the album. All proceeds come to me and my family directly, so you could do that as well. We have Southside merch available if you would like that. Please be sure to hit me on the DMs in Instagram at Real J Nolan. That's available for you as well. All right, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.